friends. Today we're going to talk about seeding permanent pasture with using your livestock. The field that we're in today, we seeded this in permanent grasses, forbs, and legumes approximately 1 year ago. And we used the livestock to do it. The way we seeded this in using the livestock starts back, it's been a year ago since we've seeded this in permanent, but the process started a year and a half ago. And the way we did it is, or a year and a half ago, knowing that we wanted to try and bring this back into permanent pasture, we planted cover crops. I talked in some other videos about using corn as the reset button. In this case here, in this field, we used cover crops as the reset button. The cover crops that we had planted in here was sorghum sudan grass, milo, field peas, sunflowers, Japanese millet, and a little bit of clover and a little bit of chicory. We planted that in the spring, and then we grazed that through the year. I believe we got 2 or 3 grazings throughout the year. And then last fall, when we decided that we were going to put this back into permanent pasture, we broadcast seed in front of our cows. In broadcasting that seed in front of the cows, we spread approximately 20 pounds of grass, forbs, and legume seed to the acre. And the grasses consisted of canary grass, perennial ryegrass, meadow fescue, tall softleaf fescue, and the legumes was white clover, red clover, and bird's foot trefoil. And then the forbs was cup plant, chicory, and wild bergamot. Some of these plants are still established, and sometimes it takes a couple years to get a permanent pasture established. That's why the primary species in here right now are clovers. Next year it will come more to grasses, and then the forbs, the native forbs, the cup plant, the wild bergamot will start and shine through. This here's a newer release canary grass that we plant on the farm. This here's Palatine canary grass. You can see the nice wide heavy leaf on that. Lots of tonnage there. Potential tonnage as it gets established. That's just a new plant. This here's perennial ryegrass. You can see how it has the nice shiny waxy type leaf on it. Here's some hairy vetch that we put in. There's some hairy vetch. We broadcasted that in front of the cows using one of my broadcast seeders, and I wanted to do a shout out to Big Tom and Kathy. They asked for videos on the homemade seed spinners that we did. We're going to be getting those videos to you shortly. Let's take a look at the soil and see what the soil looks in this field, being it's a new field. It feels nice and soft and mellow like we like. Has lots of granulation on the top of the soil, lots of earthworm castings, lots of insect activity. It's armored very well. That's exactly what we want. We want to have lots of armor on that soil. One of the interesting things in this field is a lot of things we do. We do some experimental stuff. I know it's going to be hard to see on camera, but if you look right there, there's a line. When we were broadcasting the seed on this field, we stopped there. I wanted to see what was in our seed bank and what the potential was of bringing this field back without using any seed. And as with a lot of the experimental stuff that I do on the farm here, I kind of knew what the outcome was going to be, but I just wanted to be sure myself. If we take a look, it's not nearly as thick and lush where we didn't put any seed. There is a lot of plants coming into here. That's a quackgrass plant, very good grazing. And I have no doubts that this won't come back into pasture, or won't come over a period of time. And I'm going to, on the small farm, I hear a lot of other producers talking that you don't need to put a seed on your farm, that's just an input. Whenever I'm looking at this, it cost me approximately $40. Huh? You gonna say hello? Hunting mice, huh? Where's the mice? He's in there somewhere. Get the mouse. Where's he at? When I look at this field, just in the first year alone, from this side to this side, I see way more than $40 worth of production. So I feel that putting a seed on the farm or to establish pasture fields is important, especially for the small farmer, because we don't have time to wait for those fields that we don't put seed on to come into production. In the small farm, having small acreage, it needs to be productive. It needs to be productive now, and it needs to stay productive. So I guess that's about it for now, friends. Thanks for checking our videos out. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Like the videos. We could use some comments, and hit the notification bell. So long.